I believe this is a landslide, no matter who it is. If it's Vivek, if it's Ron DeSantis, if it's Donald Trump, if it's Alex Jones, anybody will beat Joe Biden. Second prediction for 2024 is going to be, I believe, we're going to get a crypto president. And obviously, I do believe that president is going to be Donald J. Trump. Now, there were just 2 states that did remove him from the primaries. And I will say that, look, guys, you have to understand, I'm not making, you guys know, I interviewed with Donald Trump Jr. You guys know I like Donald Trump. I'm not an anti-Donald Trump person. Certainly, I know he has flaws, and I'm not supportive of all of those flaws. Some of it, I think y'all are just snowflakes. But some of the stuff is legit. You know, maybe the way of some business structuring and things that were done that might not have been legal, but a lot of businesses do that stuff. I don't care about the way that he talks. Shocker. Shocker. Right. But the fact, now look, not everything he's ever said I'm kosher with, but the point is that it may not be Donald Trump. Certainly, I do believe that the Republican Party is going to win this election. Now, what's really good about this is that even though, now look, there are still people, including, by the way, the CCP, believe that Gavin Newsom is still going to be the nominee for the Democratic Party. There are people that believe, I think I'm getting that right, that they believe that he still has a chance. They don't want Joe Biden. Nobody wants Joe Biden. Joe Biden cannot win. And so what this means, but this year they're going to spend everything they can do trying to make the economy look great so maybe he has a shot. The current ticket of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, I believe, has a 0% chance to win. 0%. There's literally no way. There's no way they will win.
Well, they redo what they did last time. That's the only way.
No, I still don't think so. Look, we can make arguments about whether we believe there was validity to voting claims. I saw stuff in Atlanta with my own eyes, but whatever. The fact is, I believe that if that did occur, and I'm not going to give my personal opinion on whether I believe that it did or not. But the fact is that regardless, obviously, I believe that it was very close. I think it was a very close election either way. And it was not that hard to swing it. I believe this is a landslide, no matter who it is. If it's Vivek, if it's Ron DeSantis, if it's Donald Trump, if it's Alex Jones, anybody will beat Joe Biden. But the Gavin Newsom angle here, which I've been talking about for about a year now, by the way, is potential. I said he wasn't, but now maybe he is again. So I don't know. We'll see. And they are starting to put out campaign ads for Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. But the fact is that when it comes to this election, considering I give Joe Biden a 0% chance to win, which I think the Democratic Party knows, which is why they're going to try to replace him, I believe. I believe that any of the other candidates, whether it's Ron DeSantis, Vivek Ramaswamy, Donald J. Trump, or Gavin Newsom, they're all actually pro-crypto. Gavin Newsom is actually pro-crypto. You guys didn't know that. He's very pro-blockchain. California's had some very, progressive blockchain bills compared to the rest of the country, for sure. Now, are they really progressive? No. This would be like before we had current marijuana laws. If one state was like, hey, if you get caught with a bag that has some weed residue in it, we'll decriminalize that. That's kind of the equivalent, right? Like, it's still crappy regulation all the way around for blockchain, but California does have more aggressive blockchain policies than other places. And so I believe that not only, and this may play a role in the sustainability of this bull run to a point of stabilization instead of a place of total destruction on the way down like we do every single time. Imagine, this is kind of how I feel like things are going to play out, guys. And the president is going to play a major role in this no matter who it is, as long as it's a pro-blockchain, pro-crypto candidate. Which is all but Joe Biden. Guys, let me tell you how I kind of see 2024 playing out. I see 2024 playing out where going into this year, we've got positive Fed news everywhere. You're going to have the Democrats who are in power currently making the economy seem great again. Inflation's going to go down. It's amazing, right? We see all this coming. Also, I would go ahead and predict we should have Black Lives Matter stuff over the summer, probably, right? That's what we've had the last 2 elections. We had nothing. And then the spring and summer leading up to it, all of a sudden riots. And I say Black Lives Matters and not necessarily them specifically, but that was the main group that was rioting during the last 2. It could be a new, down demographic or a new, oppressed group that, no, I'm not saying the Black Lives Matter people aren't oppressed. What I'm saying is like it might be some kind of new oppressed group that we haven't even thought of yet. And they'll manufacture stuff. Whatever it is to get riots going for votes before the election. I'm sure we'll see that too.
Yeah, I think they're doing it now with some states like saying illegal immigrants can vote in elections.
Yeah, right. So whatever they're doing, they're going to do that, but they're going to try to make. Here's what they try to do. They try to make the economy look great, and they try to make society look like the only way it won't completely come unhinged is if the Democrats are in control. And that's what they're going to do. But that's all good for Bitcoin. That's all good for the price. And so when they try to make the economy look great, we're going to lead into the presidential election. People aren't going to buy it. Nobody thinks Joe Biden. Unless Gavin Newsom is a different conversation. But if it's Joe Biden, Donald Trump is going to run over Joe Biden. Bitcoin is going to be going through the roof at this point. Then 2025 is going to come in. They're going to turn the quantitative easing on. The Ethereum ETF gets approved. And we are XRP, the Ripple IPO bust onto the scene. And you're talking about 4 months or 3 full months of absolute freaking insanity. And I think that's what we're going to see. However, we're going to have, depending on who the president is, if the president is Gavin Newsom, there's still going to be a lot of liberal tax policies. If it's a Republican president, then we're going to see, policies that are, productive for business and capitalism. And that's going to be crypto, a lot of tech and crypto stuff. So that coming into the new presidency, stabilizing some of those things in those sectors could give us maybe where the volatility of Bitcoin doesn't go down as far. And maybe we do start running on a 8-year cycle or maybe the 4-year cycle starts breaking down into 2-year cycles. But I also think it's possible, or kind of like a 2-year cycles of 1 point, where you basically take all the time lengths, like from the halving of the 4-year cycle. You say, okay, well, the entire cycle is only 2 years. So that would mean that the first, the parabolic part of the bull run after the halving would be, 3/4 of a year. The drop would be half a year. And then the run up would be 3/4 of a year. And that's kind of what we need to start thinking about, is what this could look like. And I think the president is going to play a big role in this, in determining whether we're going to have more bull runs or not. I think we have a positive president for the economy. Then I think people will be hopeful. So there you go, guys.